Have you ever noticed how, like, you act completely differently at a family gathering compared to the office?
Right, like two totally different people.
Exactly. You walk through the door of your parents' house, and suddenly you're the goofy kid again, but an hour later on a video call, you're this serious, buttoned-up professional. It's like your brain flips a switch.
Yeah, really does.
So, welcome to our deep dive. Today, I'm sitting in the inquisitive student's chair, and our resident lecturer is going to help me explore the psychological machinery behind this shapeshifting.
I'm very glad to put on the lecturer hat today, especially for an audience that already gets the basic premise of social roles.
Yeah, and we're pulling from section 12.2 of chapter 12 from Psychology 2E to understand how these invisible social forces kind of hijack our behavior.
Right, so we all know we play different parts, but the real mechanism at play here, the why behind the switch, is actually rooted in evolutionary survival.
Wait, evolutionary, how so?
Well, our brains are constantly scanning the environment for social norms, right? We're assessing the group's shared knowledge of what is acceptable, because historically, being an outlier was, well, it was dangerous.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because that perfectly explains the anecdote in the textbook about the 11-year-old girl and those Aerobrand shirts.
Oh yeah, the middle school fashion crisis.
Right. She explicitly told her mom she didn't want the shirts to be the star or to be popular. She just wanted them because, like, that's what the popular kids wore and it would make her feel happy.
Exactly. It wasn't about status at all. It was a pure assimilation instinct. It's the neurological reward of fitting the norm, because we crave the safety of blending in.
So once you adopt the norm, you unconsciously adopt the script.
You hit the nail on the head. If norms dictate what is acceptable, cultural scripts are the automated cognitive sequences that tell us how to execute it.
Oh, so it saves us immense mental energy.
Exactly. So if social norms are the costume we wear, scripts are the screenplay we follow. Take getting a waiter's attention, for example. In the U.S., the script is to just make eye contact.
Right, or maybe slight nod.
Yeah, but in Brazil, the script dictates making a psst sound.
Oh, wow. An American would think that's incredibly rude.
Exactly, but it's just a different localized software program running in the brain, you know?
Which brings up a darker scenario. If these scripts are essentially automated software, what happens when you put normal people into an extreme environment and, well, hand them a toxic script?
Ah, you're thinking of Philip Zimbardo's 1971 Stanford prison experiment.
I am. You take 24 healthy college kids, pay them $15 a day, and randomly make them prisoners or guards in a basement.
And this raises such an important question. How fast can an artificial label override basic human empathy? What's fascinating here is the psychological mechanism of de-individuation.
Right, the mirrored sunglasses.
Yes. The guards were given mirrored sunglasses and uniforms, which stripped away their personal identities, and within just 6 days, the experiment had to be abandoned.
6 days? That's insane.
Yeah, because the guards became genuinely sadistic, forcing prisoners to strip and sleep on concrete. When you remove individual accountability and replace it with absolute contextual authority, the human brain quickly absorbs that authority and acts it out.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, though. I struggle to believe it was just the raw, spontaneous power of the environment.
You're questioning the methodology.
Yeah, if I'm looking critically at this, weren't these participants heavily influenced by the researchers? I mean, Zimbardo was literally acting as the warden.
That is the massive asterisk next to this famous study, and Section 12.2 breaks down this exact criticism. Zimbardo didn't just quietly observe.
Right, he gave them instructions.
Exactly. He gave the guards specific guidelines before the experiment started. He effectively handed them the script for how to be oppressive. And when modern researchers attempted to replicate the study without those explicit leading instructions, the replication failed.
So the guards didn't organically become tyrants.
No, the environment alone wasn't the trigger. It was the expectation set by the authority figure running the show.
Right. But we still can't completely dismiss the danger of extreme roles, can we?
Not at all. The textbook highlights the documented horrors at the Abu Ghraib prison during the Iraq War. Even if Zimbardo's methodology was flawed, the underlying truth remains.
That ordinary people can commit atrocities under the right conditions.
Exactly. When placed in environments with high stress, a lack of oversight, and an implicit script that dehumanizes an outgroup, people do terrible things. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's a reminder of our own cognitive vulnerabilities.
Because every single day you are unconsciously stepping into environments that hand you a script.
And your brain wants to follow it because it's easy.
So what does this all mean for you moving forward? We've talked about how quickly we change our behavior to match the physical room we are in.
Yeah, the different characters we play.
Right, but here's something to mull over. As our lives become increasingly digital, we are constantly experiencing context collapse.
Oh, that's a great point.
You're tweeting as the professional, the political citizen, and the goofy kid, all on the exact same platform to all audiences at once. If our brains rely on distinct physical environments to know which script to run, what happens to our identity when the walls between those rooms completely disappear?
Is there even a core real you underneath it all?
Or are you just a collection of the different characters you play? Something to think about.